know, to me, honestly, it's just like me being just a good-hearted person of saying like, I have a passion for this, and if I can make you feel good while you're playing, and like I can support somebody who plays for my school, of course I'm gonna do it. Like, why not?
It's been great. Other teams hate us. I love that other teams hate us. When it comes down to it, I mean, it's all about the girls. That's why we're here. That's why fans are here. That's why we have a soccer team, is to support women's soccer.
It's honestly been a really surreal feeling. Again, at the start, we really weren't sure if it would work at all. We weren't sure if people would come, how the chance would work, any of that. I never really thought it would come as far as it has in such a short amount of time.
In the beginning, I remember I met with Coach Carmichael wanting to be a manager, and he just expressed to me this need for this student group.
We, you know, when Coach Holder and Mr. Patterson and everybody were getting together with the stadium, we talked a little bit about the atmosphere at the Sporting KC MLS team. They have the Cauldron up there, and it's a supporters group, and it's awesome. And it's something Coach Holder really wanted to replicate here if possible.
I remember met with Karen. She came up to me and said, "Hey Sam, I know you're a soccer fan." And I was like, okay, where's this going? And she just started bringing up ideas about the student group they wanted to have and things they could do for this new stadium. And then from there, we kind of met with, I think it was me, Justin, Detrick, a couple of the athletic department staff, and a bunch of other people. And we just said, hey, this is what we want to do. The coaches had all their ideas. We had our ideas, and we kind of just threw it all together.
Started with nothing. I mean, it was an idea thrown around to go with this new beautiful stadium. It's a European-style stadium, so they wanted a European feel to it. They wanted, you know, a bigger fan section, a bigger, more craziness and stuff going on.
I originally like told him, you know, the Orange Army, because it went back to my high school. We had something called the Red Army for our soccer team. I kind of just dropped the Orange Outlaws name, and it kind of stuck just because it made sense. You know, we have there, just building on everybody's, like, I guess, strengths. Detrick and Sam both have background in all of the sports media stuff, and they're already integrated. They're always around the coach's office and stuff like that, so they're very much into sports. So they added all the background information. I honestly am just a soccer fanatic who decided, you know, this was something I wanted to put passion towards, and it was very easy to me because I'm very much into European soccer style of everything.
Dude, any tool that we can use to get loud, I'm all for it.
Took some of those chants and other chants and just replaced the words and said, hey, this is more OSU cowgirl related.
We'll follow, we'll follow, we'll follow, because we support our cowgirls, our cowgirls, our cowgirls, and that's the way we like it, we like it, we like it.
This is supposed to be more of like the voice of the people, so you hear that going on, like singing almost, and like that's just always been the tradition of soccer.
We got the big drum. After we had the big drum, we had a couple of coaches and our athletic director say we want more, so we came up with the buckets. We got some buckets out here for people to bang on. I think any way that we can show our pride for Oklahoma State and our team, we're gonna do it.
Playing at home gives you an advantage, period. You're just the familiarity, the comfort of playing at home. But when you've got a great atmosphere, number one, it boosts your team a little bit, it gives them a little bit more confidence. And then number two, it can affect the other team negatively. It can put a little bit more pressure on them. So yeah, I'd say that the atmosphere that those guys help to generate in the stadium definitely helps as well.
Orange Outlaws are like the extra 5%, honestly, that the Cowgirl FC needs. Extra 5% we need, you know, if we're like feeling down, you know, if I made a bad play or something, but we hear the Orange Outlaws chanting and screaming, that kind of amps us up and makes us ready to go and ready to make the next play.
I think they kind of saw where we were going with it. They've really done a lot to support us and get us up and going. That way we can in turn support them and, you know, get them some more fans.
During the games, I think obviously we're there for the girls, but I'm amazed at outside of the games how much I've seen from them for us, as they're our biggest supporters, they're our biggest advocates. I remember the kick around on Library Lawn. I remember we had a 500 flyers, and by the time we were done, an hour and a half or 2 hours in, they were all gone. I remember JC and Cammy and whoever else was literally running around the Union area and the library lawn handing out flyers. So I remember JC would just be around library lawn, look at somebody, stare at them in the eye and say, do you like girls? Do you like beer? Then you should come support the Orange Outlaws and Cowgirl Soccer.
But I know that they are just like students, just like us. You know, me being able to give that to them, I know how they're feeling, I know how appreciative they are of everything. So like if I can just get absolutely crazy when they score a goal and know that they are just appreciative of our support, that's amazing for me. Like, I'm okay there.
That's going to be it. TCU's going to roll out of here with a 3-2 victory here against Oklahoma State. Cowgirls season is likely over with a loss here tonight.
I don't know if I necessarily care that much about becoming a tradition. I just want to, you know, do something that nobody else is doing, and you don't see any other university out there supporting their women's soccer team like we are.
I expect it to go nothing but up, especially with the support of the girls and how well they accepted us and how much support Coach Carmichael and the staff have been contributing to us as well. I think there is a hunger for it, and people just don't know it yet.
We know it's a slow process, so unfortunately, all 4 of us main leaders right now won't be able to see it in the coming years, but you know, we're going to be back. We want to see it bigger than ever. So yeah, it's the young guys, we think we have some good ones.